Does it feel like your prayers are hitting a ceiling? You're pouring your heart out, but all you hear is silence. It's a lonely place to be, and it can make you feel like God has forgotten you. But today, we're going to look at the 5 scriptural reasons for that silence, and the specific fix for each one, so you can start walking in God's peace again. Reason number 1 might be the hardest to hear, but it's often the most important. Psalm 66 says, "If I had cherished sin in my heart, the Lord would not have listened." Think of it like a radio station. Sometimes there's static because something is blocking the signal. It's not that God can't hear you. It's that there's a barrier we haven't dealt with yet. Reason 2 is about our why. James 4:3 tells us we ask and don't receive because we ask with the wrong motives. Are we asking God to serve our plans, or are we asking how we can serve His? Sometimes God says no to a request because that request is actually pulling us away from the person He called us to be. Sometimes the silence is actually a shield. We see the closed door as a rejection, but God sees it as protection. Think of a parent. If a child asks for a sharp knife, the parent says no out of love. God isn't ignoring you. He's preparing something better, or protecting you from something you can't see yet. Reason number 4 is all about timing. In the parable of the persistent widow, Jesus teaches us that we should always pray and not give up. Silence isn't always a no. Sometimes it's a not yet. God might be using this season of waiting to grow your faith and your character. Don't stop knocking just because the door didn't open on the first try. Finally, there is the faith gap. James 1 tells us that when we ask, we must believe and not doubt, because the one who doubts is like a wave of the sea, blown and tossed by the wind. If we're asking for God's help, but living like He doesn't exist, we're creating a gap. We have to anchor our prayers in the truth of who He is, not how we feel. If you're in a season of silence, please know you aren't alone. God hears every whisper, even the ones you can't find words for. Which of these 5 reasons felt like it was spoken just for you today? Share in the comments so we can pray for each other as a community. And remember, the silence is never the end of the story.